Okay, so get this. Liverpool might be dropping like £250 million on new players this summer.
Wow.
Right. We're talking some serious cash.
Yeah, that's a huge statement.
We're diving into all the wildest Premier League transfer rumors, and you, my friend, are getting the inside scoop.
All right, let's do it.
Think surprise comebacks, unexpected moves, and price tags that'll make your head spin.
It's going to be a wild summer, that's for sure.
For sure. And speaking of wild, make sure you check out eplnews.org for all the latest Premier League updates and, of course, all the juiciest transfer gossip. They really have it all.
Absolutely.
Now let's get back to Liverpool's potential spending spree. What do we know?
Well, sources say they're targeting players like Julian Alvarez,
Oh, wow.
Xavi Simons, and Alessandro Bastoni.
Those are some big names.
Right, and what's really interesting is the balance they're going for Alvarez is a proven goal scorer.
Yeah, he can put the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. Simons brings that midfield creativity, the playmaking ability.
The glue that holds it all together.
Yeah, and Bastoni, well, he adds that defensive steel.
So it sounds like they're building a team that's strong on both ends of the pitch.
It seems like they're designing a team to dominate.
Yeah, like they're assembling a footballing Voltron ready to take on the Premier League.
I like that analogy.
But here's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm all ears.
There are rumors swirling about a potential return of Diogo Jota.
Wait, really?
Back to Wolves.
Now that's a head-scratcher.
Right. I mean, Jota's been playing Champions League football with Liverpool.
Exactly. Why would he even consider going back to Wolves?
Maybe he's just really homesick?
Maybe, or perhaps he's looking for more playing time.
True. At Liverpool, he's got some stiff competition.
Yeah, or maybe there's a strong sentimental pull, to his former club.
It's almost like a prodigal son story,
It is a bit, but it's hard to see it not being a step back for his career.
For sure. For sure. And speaking of surprising moves, get this. Liverpool is also reportedly interested in Newcastle's Alexander Isak.
Whoa, now this would be a major coup for Liverpool.
Right.
But a huge loss for Newcastle.
For sure. I mean, Isak is a fantastic striker.
Absolutely one of the best in the league.
So why would Newcastle let him go so soon after bringing him in?
Well, maybe Liverpool's offer is just too good to refuse.
Yeah, money talks.
It does. Or maybe Newcastle is already eyeing a replacement. Thinking ahead.
It's like a high-stakes game of chess.
It is, with players as the pieces.
Exactly, and every move matters.
And speaking of high stakes,
What you got?
Manchester United has reportedly raised their asking price for Marcus Rashford.
Oh, really? After his loan spell at Aston Villa?
Yep. It seems his resurgence has caught their attention.
Well, yeah, the guy's got his mojo back.
His performance at Villa was fantastic. Even earned him an England recall.
It did, and now Manchester United is clearly capitalizing on his renewed value.
It's a smart business move for them.
Oh, for sure. But will any club be willing to meet their demands?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is. Rashford's clearly talented,
Oh, yeah.
but is he worth that premium price tag?
We'll have to wait and see.
That we will. Now, let's shift our focus to another club making waves, Newcastle United.
What are they up to now?
They're reportedly interested in signing 18-year-old Malaga forward Antonio Cordero.
Interesting. Cordero's a rising star,
He is.
already attracting attention from some big clubs.
So if Newcastle manages to snag him, it would be a major statement of intent.
Absolutely, they're not messing around.
Not at all. And they're also said to be in the running for Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi.
Now, Guehi is a highly sought-after talent,
Oh, yeah.
known for his defensive solidity and his leadership qualities.
So securing him would be a huge boost for Newcastle's backline.
It would, but they've got competition.
Who else is in the mix?
Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea.
Wow, it's like a Premier League arms race out there.
It is. Everyone's vying for the best talent.
And the stakes have never been higher.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It really is. And you know what else is high stakes?
Tell me.
Eddie Howe's potential bonus.
Oh, right, the
Yeah.
Newcastle manager.
Yeah, if they qualify for the Champions League next season.
They're in a good spot, right?
They are. And if they pull it off,
He's set to get a cool £3 million.
that's some serious motivation.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about incentive.
It shows how ambitious the club is. Reaching the Champions League would be huge.
Sure, especially considering where they were just a few years ago.
Yeah, it's a real testament to Howe's leadership.
And the investment from the new owners.
Absolutely. They've poured a lot of money into the club.
And it seems to be paying off.
It does. Now, have you heard about this one?
Lay on me.
Calvin Phillips.
The former Man City midfielder.
Yeah, he's apparently pushing for a return to Leeds United.
Wow, after his loan spell at Ipswich Town.
Exactly.
Now, that would be a heartwarming homecoming.
He was a fan favorite at Leeds.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And his return would definitely bolster their midfield.
But they need to get back to the Premier League first, right?
Yeah, it all hinges on promotion.
Can you imagine the scenes at Elland Road if they pull it off? Oh, it would be electric. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right. Right back to the rumors.
Back to the rumors. So what about this? Manchester United is reportedly interested in Hugo Ekitike.
From Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah, and they're also looking at Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig.
Two very different players.
They are, but both young, dynamic, hungry for goals.
Manchester United needs a reliable goal scorer.
If they want to challenge for the title, they absolutely do.
So maybe one of these guys is the answer.
Time will tell. And speaking of challenging for the title, any thoughts on Kyle Walker?
The Man City defender.
Yeah, apparently AC Milan is interested in signing him permanently.
Really? So he'd be leaving the Premier League?
It seems so, but there's a twist. They're reportedly less interested in keeping João Felix.
Who's on loan from Chelsea?
Right, so it seems they're prioritizing experience and defensive solidity over attacking talent.
Makes sense. Walker's a proven winner.
He is, and his defensive qualities would definitely strengthen their backline.
It could be a good move for both sides.
I think so. Now shifting gears a bit.
Where are we going now?
Liverpool is reportedly interested in Jeremy Frimpong.
As a replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, it's a bold move. Alexander-Arnold is a key player for Liverpool.
He is, but Frimpong is no slouch.
Not at all. He's a dynamic right back known for his attacking flair.
And his defensive contributions.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
maybe Liverpool is looking to solidify their defense while still maintaining their attacking prowess.
It would certainly be a shakeup at Anfield.
It would. And speaking of shakeups, there's a
Yeah.
lot of buzz around this 17-year-old winger, Franco Mastantuono.
I've heard the name. Where's he play?
River Plate.
Oh, wow. So South America.
Yeah, and apparently he's attracting interest from all the Premier League giants.
That's impressive, especially at 17.
He's being hailed as one of the hottest prospects in South America.
And his release clause is around £35 million.
Yeah, that's a hefty price tag for a teenager.
It is, but if he lives up to the hype, it could be a steal.
High risk, high reward.
That's the name of the game. Now let's talk about some potential managerial changes.
Ooh, juicy.
Right. So apparently Tottenham is eyeing Fulham's Marco Silva and Bournemouth's Andoni Iraola.
As possible replacements for Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah, even though he's doing a decent
That's
job.
cutthroat business, you know.
1 minute you're the hero, the next you're out the door.
Exactly. But that's football for you.
And that's why we love it.
The drama never stops.
Man, it's just crazy, right? All these rumors, all these potential moves.
Yeah, it's a whirlwind of speculation.
Yeah.
Big money, and ambition.
It's enough to make your head spin.
I know, even for us,
Who's
we
right?
follow this stuff all the time.
Exactly. So for all you listeners out there, what stands out to you the most? What are you most excited about or maybe a little skeptical of?
Yeah, what's got you buzzing?
Are you on board with Liverpool's potential spending spree? Do you think Jota going back to Wolves makes sense? And what about Newcastle, going after all this young talent?
I think for me, what's really fascinating is how one move can trigger a chain reaction across, multiple clubs.
It's
It can completely change the landscape of the Premier League in ways you just don't expect.
It really is like a giant game of dominoes.
It is one transfer sets off another and another.
And we, the fans, get to watch it all unfold.
Front row seats to the drama.
That's for sure. Well, I think that about wraps it up for us.
Yeah, I think we've covered a lot of ground.
But as always, remember to check out eplnews.org for the latest updates, in-depth analysis, and all the juiciest transfer rumors.
Absolutely. They've got everything you need to stay ahead of the game.
So until next time, happy speculating, everyone.
Keep those rumors flying.